Dia, story quest time. Yes, exactly. Shaded upon red silk. One day, you and Paimon stop by the Grand Bazaar. And ... That's basically it. Let's see how Dia likes it when she's out there.
I was trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani and...
No.
We can still add it to the list.
No.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh.
2 cliches in a row.
Together. Dia, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
So it's more like a missing child sort of scenario to fill in a hole.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming.
Okay.
Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
Really? My master insisted, so I had to do what he asked.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes! I can't believe you can still refuse that!
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today, when you leave?
Why? You know, I'm glad you're still alive after the Sumeria Archon quest, but why?
There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Yeah, well, considering the fact that I solved whatever happened in the desert, it should be, and if not, then there's still something there that I need to do, in which case you're probably gonna lead us to it anyways.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
Whenever you're a merc or an ex-military member, I don't know if Dia was ex-military, but she has been in, like, fighting situations. Whenever you've had a background like that, you never get to stop and think.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
Really? Are you gonna put away, like, those habits and actually go on a vacation?
Alright, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like... I feel like something is off about you lately.
Really? When we got a character like Sino who's always serious all the time and is always having to, like, focus on his job, that's considered normal. But when it's Dia who has to take a break instead of Sino, that's not normal.
Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid.
Over what?
Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Have you been going to work in an effort to avoid me all the time? You haven't seen Sino's comedic side yet. Oh, God. I bet it's... Actually, no. I bet he's serious in a funny way. Like, I wouldn't doubt he does have a comedic side, but yeah.
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Says the person who doesn't want to address said things that lead up to worrying.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said.
It's interesting that the Traveler's hearing this because, I'm pretty sure the Traveler has been told by many different friends, whether it's Child or Aratakito, to start lying to one another. So, yeah.
If something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Yeah, jokes. Wait, what? That's his comedic side. Oh! Oh, okay.
Visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. When everything comes together perfectly like this, I call it the biryani factor. Because it's always rice to meet stew again.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
Because, she's like, I'm hiding something. So what?
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from... I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble.
Does it? Name one example where that actually has.
Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya?
Well, that's kind of the thing when you're in the military. You feel like if you tell somebody, and they know the problem, they're kind of part of the problem, but sometimes you can tell other people, and there's not a whole lot they can do.
Alright, I'll share what I know.
Well, we gotta go to a private place.
Let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave.
What?
However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
At Almar, King Deshret.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Are they so addicted to PTSD they can't move on?
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Cap?
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control.
What?
On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name.
Beardy?
Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Bearded Alamar. Who?
Say what now?
Her father,
I
Kusela?
think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
I can only imagine!
I won't go into details, my lady. They've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Ooh. Like what?
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them.
So they're like bandits, but they call themselves mercenaries.
Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, because they're dog-eating dog. That could explain it.
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target.
If I don't do something about them, they'll scapegoat me!
I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
Until now, in which whatever line he's probably not gonna cross, it's bound to happen.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
With people like that, the bar is never low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
That I don't know what to say about that point. That's like a womanizing thing than a scapegoat or narcissist thing, but I don't know.
Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
So basically, he's surrounded by a bunch of enablers. I feel like we're talking about something else in this story quest. Again, Hoyoverse relates to a real-life story, but I can't quite tell what it is.
Sounds like a nightmare.
That's basically what you have to deal with when you have parents who are like that.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
No, she can never do that.
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
Or that.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person. He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me.
Dang.
He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale.
Okay.
They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
Yes. Sounds like every single traditionalized fairy tale that's told from a point of view that only keeps things in a binary.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull.
You can only watch the same rerun. And you can only suck on this piece of candy for so long before the flavor is gone.
He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play.
Why? Why do you have to go to the same old candy? There's no flavor in the candy anymore.
Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
I really feel like we're talking about something political, but I could be digging into it. But it doesn't seem like he had bad intentions, but... yeah, but even people with good intentions can still do some pretty messed up stuff.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. That was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him.
Because he was an overgrown child that never learned to grow up, mature, and try something else different than what he usually was because he was too far stuck in a rut.
Until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down.
Because what is a hero when there is no villain for somebody to face up to?
Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place alone for good.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. Even if you do go no contact, they're still gonna blame you. Her father's gonna blame her for leaving him because parents' rights sort of thing.
I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
Yeah, well, it's only a matter of time. You just want to find out.
Yeah. I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents.
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
Because you don't want Junior Zod to be another target for her father.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
Go back to this with, yeah. Junior's eyes like, I want to help you. And Dia's like, I don't think you should. I don't want you to become the next target.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
Why not? What's the Traveler gonna do?
Well, she's super tough, so if she went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took her along to help.
Fine.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot.
Okay. It's time to deal with the narcissistic parent.
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are these two friends of yours?
Yes. It's a pleasure to you. I trust Dia with my life. Okay.
Likewise. And there's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew. Anyway, since we've got newcomers, they've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Because they have to go after somebody else. They have to.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. But it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
Why? Because they've degraded even below beasts?
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
So they literally earn money to eat to survive to the next day, going from one paycheck to the next.
That's terrible.
Yeah, well, that's literally them eating themselves up.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange.
Like what?
Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power struggle?
Yeah.
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their own goal is Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics.
Yep.
That's the only plausible explanation we have.
They're splitting each other up.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps.
Because they don't ever want to confess to being narcissists.
Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as Dakan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Haroon, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Or just staying out of their way.
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Nah. Who is this?
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Dakan al-Ahmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked.
Let me guess. They left the loot there? And everybody survived?
Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Okay.
Ah, he's shaman.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebot.
We came over as fast as we could, cliché.
Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from her. Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
And be like, yo, you're not so special.
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Yes.
Of course! Paimon is the Traveler's most important guide!
Oh, in that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dia.
Take care of her.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
So the Traveler gets all the respect and Paimon doesn't get any respect.
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the Traveler here.
Not quite. Like, Paimon's been there, but I have yet to see Paimon's experience. Or even better, Paimon as a playable character with a different element than every other character, or even a different weapon than every other character. Gee! I wonder what Paimon's character would be like as a playable character.
Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
What? Paimon as lucky?
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
I shouldn't have less respect for someone on the first bit, huh?
Oh, one other thing, Dia. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule?
Why?
We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys.
Right, people only joined because of the name, not because of, like, the organization.
The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Okay, so you actually do have to show up, because people only like things when there's a name and face behind it.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry, and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Don't worry, I'll bring the beer, and the drugs, and all the other good stuff everybody wants.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all.
All because she didn't bring the beer?
Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Oh, great. Now she has to bring the smokes along, too?
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows.
Remember when we became co-ed? It became political.
The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Okay.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
Okay, because there's always going to be something somebody has never heard of.
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
Yes! Because things happen, and sometimes other people don't want you to know.
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Do we actually hear about it later?
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
How many people in this game have I ever heard were like, stop changing the subject and stay on point? And so they walk away.
Are they always like this?
Basically, they talk about what you talk about, and then they start to talk amongst themselves, and then they start to argue, and then they run away like that, well, without saying goodbye. Probably!
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds.
Like me, every single time I live stream Genshin or any other games out there.
If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight. But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it.
There's a way to get it out, but you don't have to just get it out right before getting it balled up.
That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homayanis. Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holloff? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here's the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Khan al-Akhmar's looted goods.
Funny how they become quiet all of a sudden when they come back. Or at least one of them.
All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay...
Okay. Or there.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time. It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another. so let's all be careful.
No need to worry. She knows her way around a fight.
Okay.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of them.
Because, just like Sino, the first people we find are going to be, like, lower level people who will lead us to higher level people. But then again, how do you know they're not going to talk? And not going to say anything? Funny how it's a different version of what Sino's story quest is.
Here they come. You ready?
Yeah, no.
Let's not give them a chance to react.
Okay. What if they do react? Mistress app, search for clues. Search for clues. Over here. Ah, they found it! Where's the clues? Where's it? Where's the clues? I can't find the clues. Oh, ew, ow, ow.
Say cheese!
Cheese. Ooh, hello? Oh, uh-oh. I don't know what happened, but I did. Boom! Dang, she's hard. Smack, smackety, whackety, yeah. And down they go. Boom! Smack. Dang. Well, at least my lower level characters were able to pull through. They kicked our ass. Now what?
You're the Flamebane.
Yes. Are you surprised?
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Dekana Lakmar now?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
I somehow knew it.
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation.
Or your connections, or just not getting decked in the schnoz too dang hard.
Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes?
Really? You're gonna go straight for the eyes?
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
It's alright, Paimon.
I'm not joking around. 2 seconds!
3, 2, 1.
I'll save you the trouble.
Dang.
Huh? Are you crazy?
He killed himself before he could talk or give in to pain.
He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
He killed himself quickly before I could get to him. Dang! He knew he was gonna die. Bleeding his Sator's mouth brought under control.
Definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
Did he try to take a cyanide pill right then and there? And he tried to kill himself before he could talk, knowing full well he wouldn't be able to take the pain?
But why would he be so extreme?
Because my guess is somebody learned from the previous mistakes, or maybe it's a little bit different from Sino's quest where some people do talk, but this one's a little bit different.
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them.
Yeah, well, this one didn't act like a mercenary, and instead they went straight up full cyanide and decided to prevent themselves from talking.
I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Yeah, well, if he is part of a group that actually does it, I can only imagine what the other group members would do just to prevent themselves from talking.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further. What should we do?
Tie him up to a chair and make sure he doesn't bite his tongue and give him a mouth guard so he's able to talk still.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking.
Or he could prevent himself from hurting himself.
There are lots of goods around here.
Yup.
I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry I got you to do the cyanide capsule then and there, but then again, it was kind of you who did it. Dang. He was willing to take the easy way out. What do we got? There are a lot of daily necessities, like food and water in the boxes. Doesn't seem like there's anything noteworthy, except food! There are a lot of weapons in the boxes, just a bunch of medicine and badges. Seems like Dakan and Almar are really up to no good. Funny how this like the second or third time we hear about bandages, but we never actually get to use any? What's in here? What's in the bag?
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Of course, somebody would have to leave a list of names behind to give everybody the sense of, great! That's our next lead!
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions.
So, we got receipts.
Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti.
So, her dad's name is on it.
All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well.
Why? Oh, wait. Why?
This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person.
So are they trying to launder this stuff up?
That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar.
Wait, what? So basically it's brought to a bunch of people who these other people will switch it out for something else, and then it gets to Dakan Almar?
Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
They're not doing it for the Mora?
No value?
Why?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Why not state how much it costs? Maybe somebody didn't want to show the numbers?
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest.
Probably.
Huh?
Except some of it wasn't.
What's wrong?
Shazamon Homayani?
I don't know what that means.
Homayani? You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Oh, that wait. Oh, crap.
Could it just be another family with the same last name?
And you had to keep it away from Dunyarzad. I was like, okay, I could tell you. Oh, wait, you're related. Huh, your name's on the list. That means you're a suspect.
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazamon Homayani is Dunyarzad's father, and the head of the Homayani family.
So, basically, Dunyarzad went from being a concerned witness to a possible suspect.
Just what the heck is going on here?
Even though Dunyarzad's father is the one who's related, but I don't know if there's any relationship, any sort of connection between Dunyarzad and her father. So, analyze the situation first.
I'm sorry, you're right. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
Is that... Wait. Is that why Dunyarzad's father keeps offering to have Dia at their place as some sort of, like guilt sort of thing? Like her father feels guilty for taking goods from, Dia's father, so he offers Dia, like, residence at his house.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakana Akmar?
I hadn't thought about that, but that's true.
That's a possibility. But if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebot or Port Ormos.
Yeah, but that's the thing. People like your father are going to just hide information because they don't want to put information out there. Shazamon actually aware of this, then perhaps he was supplying the Brigade's operation this time.
Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
But why would he do something like this? It's not like the Homianis are in need of money.
Because they need somebody to connect and somebody to blame if something goes wrong. So, if an investigation is done, the Homianis are the target. And once again, no matter how much Dia doesn't want Junior Zod to be a scapegoat, it looks like she inadvertently might be as a result of this.
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Junior Zod's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past? But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the Master would stoop so low to make Mora.
I don't think Junior Zod knows anything about this either.
You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
I really wonder, is Junior Zod behind it and she only wanted to care because she wanted to know how far Dia might know about this? So,
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
If we want to get to the bottom of this, we won't be able to turn back.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this.
Yeah, well, given that it's just like every single other story quest or Archon quest or any other quest related, of course there's no going back from here.
I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support.
Yeah, well, as much as you still have faith in them, don't let that cloud your judgment.
If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
True. So it kind of brings up another question of, who do we trust this time?
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust.
Yeah, well, if she is in some way connected to it, how much does she value friendship?
She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
Right, and yet you kind of dealt with a person who fell apart and almost took the easy way out. You pushed them to the edge, but you're like, that's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Junior Zod too.
But then again, he was probably ready for it anyways. Also, hiding in behind the rock back there.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
Hi. Are you in any way connected to your family?
Lady.
Are you related to our investigation?
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
We found that your family's connected to our investigation.
Actually, we are still investigating.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
Why do you really want to know?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
I like how you noticed.
On any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, Junior Zod, we're back! So tell me, what happened?
Did we tell her?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
We know! He's involved! And we're not sure if you're involved either.
The Master? Okay, I understand.
Do you manage to explain the results of the investigation to Junior Zod?
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story, and
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Wait, what? Feels unlikely though.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way,
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while.
Like what?
In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away or get lost.
So basically, the reason why Dia has ever been hired is... It almost makes me wonder if it's to protect Junior Zod from Al-Amar.
However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dia?
My guess is because Dia's father is part of the Deshret relics. So my guess is it's some type of insurance to keep her father from going after her. So it's just another layer of personal protection on top of another. If it were any other soldier, the Deshret relics would go after them. But if it's Dia, is the Deshret relic that desperate to really go after their own daughter?
about that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts.
Ah, God.
Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
It can't be just any type of coincidence. The fact that Dia is there, they wouldn't target the Homayanis because of, Dia's involvement would make the Homayanis off limits.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Because my guess is he probably knew about the Deshret relics, and he knew that the relics would, go after other mercs, especially the Corps of 30s. But the reason why they went after the Blazing Beasts is because they knew about Dia being in the Blazing Beasts, and they knew that this type of group would be untouchable. So, maybe there are some lines that Dia's father wouldn't cross, especially with her own daughter.
Maybe
his own
the
daughter.
Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought.
It's because of her!
I think I get what you're saying. You'd think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense.
Like your involvement.
If my father had always been in contact with the clan Al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dia into our house.
Golden.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
All along?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
Maybe direct control? But what about indirect control?
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
That's what I was likely looking up to this point.
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Junior's up.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you.
Because you had to learn the cold hard truth.
Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do?
Is for you to tell him what to do, but he kind of brought himself to do that in the first place.
My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same.
Such as every single narcissistic parent that has called each of their children ungrateful or even entitled. So again, we're dealing with a narcissist.
However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Yeah, because the truth hits hard at home. The truth is that some of the people we might be associated with could very well be targeted. And maybe at one point the real people who are behind this aren't going to face justice after all.
Tia.
It's alright, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Because it's still, like, you're reverting back to that scapegoated childhood mentality. You just don't want everybody else to suffer. But again, I think we might be dealing with the same thing!
Hey! It's still too early to give up hope! What was the thing about friendship again?
True friendship is built on trust, and not backstabbing each other.
Right, yeah, trust! You said that yourself, Dia!
And now are you actually gonna live up to what you just said?
Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts!
And he probably has many conflicting feelings.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
In which case, can I talk to the person who's on the list so I can verify that they're not trying to stab me in the back?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation.
Okay.
Usual place? Ah, right!
Right! I get it! I don't get it. Done. 3, 2...
Thank you for coming, sir.
There he is.
Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler, and next to her is her travel companion, Paimon.
Yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time, but we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Your name came up on a list of mercenaries attached to violent other mercenaries.
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
He explains the issue to Shazan and admits her doubts to him.
So, that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind...
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dia, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Basically her dad is involved in a lot of mercenary, violent activity, and it's connected to you.
Wait.
Yes. I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss.
Are you ready to endure mental pain as a result of getting the truth?
Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that.
So they were both in cahoots with each other, and basically you knew about his activities and you felt sorry for him and you wanted to sort of fund him.
Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you.
It'll come right back to bite you in the behind.
The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind.
All because the people who are involved are in control of everything.
If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts? I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support.
Some tells me she might be wrong about that.
I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him.
Is he going to disagree?
I came here today to support you as the head of the Homayani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story.
He's in touch with her father. And her father, Dia's father, knows that he can't really take care of her as a parent. So my guess is he inadvertently got the Homayanis to take care of Dia for him.
Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekhan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekhan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time, and offered everyone generous remuneration.
Oh, so it's the other way around. It's not Dia's father hiring him. It's Dunyarzad's father hiring Dia's father.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all.
Says the person who probably has a lot to worry about, especially with himself.
He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own.
Okay.
At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house.
Only when she was able to leave the house.
But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day?
So the idea of a bodyguard was brought up originally by Dia's father?
I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dia.
So he was the one who recommended Dia to you.
Again, it was no small coincidence. So, yeah, that's basically the reason why Dia was picked specifically.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life.
And yet, somehow, Dia was still connected to that mercenary life.
If Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
Not quite.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dia as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and me all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Because you wonder that's not really who he is?
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any more from. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Maybe. I thought food, weapons, medicine, or even weapons either two, but explosives?
Wait! Isn't that around the time that Dekhan al-Akhbar started becoming more aggressive?
Yeah, because he tried to do things for his daughter, and now he wasn't able to do stuff for himself.
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia at risk.
Just like Dia doesn't want to put Duyar's at risk, just like you don't want to put Dia to risk. Nobody wants to put anybody to risk at this point. It's literally just back and forth.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry.
Yeah, but let me guess. The weaponry still came through?
I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help. In the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
Yeah, because you didn't want to be the next one to be blamed because you didn't go for the full support.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world.
So basically, he needs to explain for himself.
If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Huh. Ain't that the thing?
Oh no. Dia, please don't feel that way.
But it's not to suggest that she should have never existed in the first place. It's more like, why make the decision if you're gonna regret it? That type of thing.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
Well, that's the thing! You never can when it's a person like your dad. Can you believe him just one more time? There's another way of looking about this.
Another way? I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head.
I don't think even he can understand what's going through his head.
But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
Yeah, well, I think it's more like a lifetime at this point, because for the last few years, more like why he's doing it in the first place.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to come down to.
I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him.
Okay.
However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dekhan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Okay.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet.
I don't think anybody can process anything unless both Dia and her father actually had a little talk with each other.
My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem.
Is there any right way?
I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose.
No, you're not.
It's time to face my mistakes.
You wouldn't have put your problems on somebody else to get to this point? Oh, well. Alright, fine. You know what? Oh my god, there he is. Sitting down.
Huh?
Oh my god, there he is.
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps. Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Now the Corps of 30 is involved.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that?
Receipts.
Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
God, that's like the second or third time in a row. We should talk privately.
This place should do. Alright, back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now.
Wait, there's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
The fact that he's not going straight for the cyanide tablet, or just trying to take the easy way out, makes me wonder that the people he's working with are not Kusei's.
So what's in it for you anyway?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past.
Okay, so you haven't been told to shut up. Huh.
I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick mora.
I just want to make money! Make some money!
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dekhan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operation. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
I bet his next response is like, "Put the money!" Actually, no.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little further? Listen, I made quite a bit of more from my last run. Just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Put the money!
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
Uh-huh.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later.
Okay.
They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert.
Uh-huh, last time. Here's the spot. Yeah, but what if they didn't what if they changed their spot?
Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you, though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Okay.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Yeah, well, actually, if the info you provide doesn't work out, and I'm pretty sure that is very much reasonable to withhold said nice words.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Okay.
Now that's more like it. Let's move.
Mm-hmm.
And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back.
Okay. Yeah?
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead.
So we caught them red-handed or red silken.
Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
Okay. So we found a chill one out
I'm
of the
here to
group.
see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Okay. Tell him to get out before I kill you
Why are
guys.
you here?
Smack, smackety, whackety, smackety. Smile. You're on candy camera. Dang, she hit hard. 3, 2, 1.
Say cheese!
Alright, who else wants to get hit? Yeah.
Scanning.
Bam. Oh, yeah. These characters, as weak as they are.
Look alive!
Come on. Come on. Smack, smack. Come on.
Come at me. That was your last...
Hold that pose!
Alright, everybody stay close. I'm gonna take a picture of you. Here. Who wants to get smacked?
Don't
Oh! Dang it.
crush my dreams.
Don't
Haven't you
hit
all
me too
done
hard.
enough?
Oh! Yeah,
So you're
ow!
also here to stop us.
Oh! So you also want to come by and say hi.
Nothing to do with you.
Got you. Ah, dang it, he died a second time.
You're dead meat!
Bam. Ooh, you hit so dang hard. You just crit every single move. Oh, that. You're dead meat. And they literally dropped meat. Where the hell did that come from? I guess they really were dead meat after all.
Say cheese!
Ow.
Go as one! Wind, hear me.
Smack! Come on!
Hard-hitting exclusive!
Where you at? Where you at?
Welcome.
Boom! Dr. Drishy and the others!
She's so strong.
Oh god, those characters are so weak, but they kicked her ass!
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't
You
want to
verse
take
heals your
things
entire
too
team.
far.
Ooh, really? Like her ultimate or like her elemental?
Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore.
It's a better version of Barbara's. Ooh.
Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
Did he die before they could bring him out?
All right,
Versus the
everyone,
ultimate.
let's all just calm down for a second. Dia, the boss can't come out and see you anymore.
He's dead. We're looking for a dead person, aren't we? And basically, you guys are literally pulling yourself together because there's a power faction.
He died a long time ago.
Called it!
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
So that's why there's a power faction, power struggle going on within the group.
When did he die?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's why they turned on each other.
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Because it was her father.
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
No, it was her father, who did everything for everybody himself, but died in the process.
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record, regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced. Every person in Deshret's relics was forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters.
They joined because of her father. Similar to how when one of Dia's associates, Rishim or whatever his name was, in a Caravan Ribat, tried to hold a recruitment drive without her and nobody showed up. My guess is the unit was held together because of Dia's father.
Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the records serve both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail. That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dia and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dia, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
She was able to get out.
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
Dang.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
Dang! For someone who I thought was a narcissist, the person who was a narcissist was in fact a scapegoat.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
Dang.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need. since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me. But that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and raised everyone's records to ash.
Dang. He wanted to go after them.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled. Not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
He decided to go after them.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
I've been the only victims, but Deshret's relics haven't been the only victims of your revenge.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies. From food and medicine to weaponry and explosives.
Yeah, well, that could explain the explosives part. So, but you made it under her father's name.
All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid.
So her father's name was just used in the process.
We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
And now what? We have to finish the job?
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Yeah, well, we're responding to violence with more violence will only cause more pain. Do you have any idea the amount of damage you've done?
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world.
A little bit different from Dia.
We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself.
Just like people who fantasize about the Bible and try to live out every single detail from the Bible.
As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence. But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause.
Perhaps I was a little bit mistaken about her, Dia's father, assuming if he was still alive, and it was more like a narcissist thing. But leading up to this point, it really has taken a turn and a twist right here.
Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
You really gonna hate your father now that he's 6 feet under?
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil.
We just want it to end.
All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed.
Because they're causing way too many problems than they're actually solving?
Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along.
Okay.
I can do this on my own.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm here, and main character syndrome, and for some reason, of course, the player is gonna find out.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
Okay.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, We can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
For allowing you to stand on your own 2 feet while you're able to go and do this one last favor for him. Okay.
Huh. Is this the entrance?
There it is.
We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Yeah, well, actually I did.
I don't think they have enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
I don't think they did post guards outside the perimeters. Alright, Bygone's Glory Pass. Led by Crusaders will come as we arrive at the final hideout of the Deshret relics. Fierce resistance to be expected, but it's time for the curtains with vengeance, whether old or new. Time to settle whatever this is here. Okay, and since I already have Dia as a trial character, I'm probably gonna need Electro. Do I have any other Electro? I don't want to use Lisa. I don't want to use Fischl. Yaimiko, I gotta upgrade her a little more. Dory? I gotta try Dory.
Come on, let's go. There's a fortune to be made.
Just because I want to be able to try to work on her just a little bit. And I know she's like level 20. Every single one of them is level 20. Dear God. They could all die in one hit. You could just poof wind in them and they die. But I'm gonna do it anyways.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
It's a pyramid. It's a sandstorm ruins. What else did you expect?
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
What if they're all dead, and we're fighting somebody who's not here?
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got 1 shot left, it could still take us out.
I've fought through many situations like this before.
Yeah. We'll know what they're really capable of. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah. They don't stand a chance with you here.
Okay. Even if I do have my 5 characters with me, I still have Dia, and just for safety's sake, probably best if I should, have some food.
A few moments later.
Yep!
Hold that pose!
Say cheese!
Where do you think you're going?
Oh! God. Oop. Nope. Oh, yeah.
Sight clear. Take.
Buckle up!
Come on. Smack. Harder. Even. Going harder. Actually, I'll just go with Dia the whole entire time. If anybody else has an ultimate, I'll use that ultimate. Come on. I do have Dia in my party. Ow. Get over here. You. Here.
Go as what?
Scanning.
Yep. Oh, yeah. It still damages.
Let's get it on!
Where are you at? Oh, crap, more. Nice.
Come at me.
Hello, ultimate.
You asked for it.
Get smacked non-stop, constantly critical, 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 and done. Ooh. Where are they at? Done. Oh, no, we're not done.
Buckle up.
Why? Are we in a car?
Barbados, guide us.
Ooh, healing. Yeah, Patrick was right.
Sight clear.
Get here.
Look alive!
Oh, yeah.
Hold that pose!
Rover wants to get a picture. Picture. Come here.
Breaking news! Let's sweeten the deal!
Oh, he's stuck out. Oh my God, his head is in the ground like that. That's a weird position to go by.
Gloves off.
God, he just got stuck in the ground. I've never seen that before in my whole entire life.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
I've never seen anyone's heads just stick in the ground, their legs stick up like they were stiff. Have you ever seen that before, Patrick? Funny how he just barged right through the front door, and the front door's not even locked.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
Are there any traps? Probably. Well...
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Well, I guess we're stuck here from now on.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Let's go! We can't let the boss down!
I'm pretty sure the boss died, so you're not wanting a dead person down.
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better!
Let's see.
Probably behind Paimon.
I think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mechanism.
Okay.
Okay, let's...
Fine. Here. This? Raise, change color. Just to highlight the color of the light so they're properly received. What? Like this? Did it work? Change color? Oh. There we go. Okay. Got it. So we have to change stuff. Oh, damn it!
Say cheese! You're more...
Cheese.
Let's get it on!
Come on!
Watch and learn!
Learn what? What are we learning?
Smile!
On. Okay, come on, get smacked.
Go as one!
Poof. This is why I love that gene. Everybody's level is level 20. God, they're all weak. They're all low defense.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Okay. Now what? Oh, wait, I know I got it lower. Lower. There we go. Okay. I'm getting it. I know what to do. I know how to handle it. I've dealt with puzzles before. Where are they? Where are they? There are they at.
Say cheese!
I swear by my sword!
Okay.
Look alive!
Come on. Who else wants to get started?
Scanning.
Smile! Go as one!
You asked for it!
Oh, time to create. Time to finish it off. Who else wants to get hit? Anybody else want to get hit? I can't even see them. Where the hell? Oh god, they're right here. They're like blended in with the background. I couldn't even tell where they were. There we go. They're blended. Ah, more of them. More.
Hold that pose!
Sight clear.
Yep.
Here's the goods! Shoot! Bomb!
Come at me.
Come here, people. Actually, no. No. Come on. Oop, ow. Come on. Oh, yeah. There we go. Where are they? I can't see them. Oh, they're right here.
You're dead meat!
I can't even tell what I'm fighting anymore. Are they invisible? They're invisible. Bam.
Feast your eyes.
Barbados, guide us.
Let's get it on!
Smack. Done. Grar. Done. Just like that. Now, where was I? Oop. Okay. More of these puzzles. Something tells me I'm gonna need to solve this first. Before I solve the other one. Raise that. Twice. Raise. And then change the color. And then change the color. And then change the color again. Done! There. That's how it's done. Now, for the big room! The big finale. Just like Sino's story quest, now we're here with Dia. Also, the treasure chest up there.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side.
And yet you were expecting somebody to attack, so... maybe you should put up more guardrails.
But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have a plan B, C, and D in case plan A didn't work.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run? Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already.
Also, there are two of them up there. Who's the other person?
I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin.
Now we're actually looking at the real narcissist here.
Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
What if they die too quickly? Is that what you're trying to do?
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory?
Let us draw our weapons! We will show them the true power King they are but two, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory.
They are but two. What about Paimon? Don't you consider Paimon? You should say they are but three, and you are two. Dang.
Wave one, charge! Eliminate them!
Oh, okay, more of them show up.
Scanning.
Go as one!
Back. Alright, who wants a picture taken? Anybody else?
You're Lauren?
Come at me.
Come at me. I ain't done with you.
You asked for it.
Damn! Uh-oh!
We're just getting started.
Dang it. Oh, you're smacking so hard.
Oh, my camera! Hard-hitting
Scanning.
Come on.
Look alive!
Okay. Big guy. Bigger guy. Biggest guy of all.
Net, it's a lamp! Hold that pose!
Come at me.
Wind, hear me!
Come on, heal up. Nice. Ow. Oh, bigger guy.
You're dead meat!
Boom!
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
Actually, kind of did. And everybody's left to... Uh-oh.
Take these photos to the Steambird.
Dang it. Okay.
Go as one!
Come on. I've done this before. I've handled it many times. Get out of there. And dang it. Not getting Charlotte in the way. Dang it. Dang it. Get out of there.
Come at me.
I shouldn't be surprised that my weaker characters are getting hit so dang hard. Who wants more of this? Dang it.
Sight clear.
You can hold down Genius. Just lift in the air. Ooh. Also.
You asked for it.
No.
Brothers! With me, this is where we'll
Dang.
prove our faith.
Do you all just
Grab.
want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive!
Ah, dang it. Ooh, I actually did that.
Where do you think you're going?
Crap.
So many
Ow.
things
Ooh!
I never accomplished.
Layla characters, though.
Here's the goods. That's a...
Buckle up!
Ow. Okay, they are... What the hell? I can't even tell what I'm doing. God, what's going on? Oh god, a winged one! Oh god, I can barely move around.
You're dead meat!
Yeah, and keep hitting him with crits! No matter what the damage I'll take. Oop! Done?
The commander has finally fallen.
Now what?
But they're still coming at us! This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat!
I don't see anybody. Except for the ones over there.
Yes! Keep fighting! There's no need to fear.
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks.
From what?
I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Ooh, you're gonna go up there and solo him. You're gonna try to go in by yourself. Oh! Wait, did the others come?
Get out of my way!
They did come. So we can now handle
Come
the waves.
and face me, Michel! Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Yeah.
Apologies, Lord Michel. They fight like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
Mm-hmm.
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Yeah. And, so much for all that talk about the mighty never knowing fall before their end.
Time to pay for everything you've done.
You think I would give you that opportunity?
Who thinks, I'm pretty sure we're gonna take that opportunity.
I will be buried in the sand, alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure everybody else will go. Ooh. Now what? Did he kill himself all the way up there? Oh my god, he killed himself all the way up there.
We were too late.
Dang, he killed himself before we got to him.
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Alright, who wants to follow a dying leader? And they all just give up.
Hey, Dia! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Okay.
Let's
There's
go.
another. Just like that. Wow, that was anticlimactic. Where's the real boss fight? I kinda expected the real boss fight, but I never got it. Also, here's the treasure chest. Hello? What are we gonna find up there? He killed himself before he can even have a chance to face him off.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Mm-hmm. Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after? Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Well, it doesn't matter whether you should know or whether you are in charge. Maybe find out.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering. Where's the records room?
It's right over there. All the files are in there.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk.
For someone who's new there and doesn't know anything, funny how that pops up.
Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, He'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
So, what are we gonna find in there? What are we gonna find inside the records room? Not a whole lot.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
You're hoping he didn't die because you wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking.
Also gotta start reviving it, right?
Is this a cane? It must be the one that Dia's father used.
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
Let's split up and cover more ground, cliche.
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh?
What else? Why would he keep the cane? Eh?
Thought so.
What?
Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dia has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dia, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dia, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
Why would he hold on to that?
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
So she actually does bring herself to say it. The whole story was shared with the Core Authority, which finally joined the investigation in the name of the Restoring Order. The members of the Deshret forever. You can't let me read it fast enough! My god!
What's this?
Snacks and drinks, all on Paimon's tab.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money.
Yeah, also I love how Paimon's not responding to that second line.
And Paimon said that she would give boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say.
Okay.
These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
Basically, just eat nothing but food! Don't even treat it, but you get the point.
Hey, come on! Paimon's not that stingy. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Junior Zad will also be here shortly.
Aw, thanks you two. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before.
Yeah, you were holding on to those emotions long after he passed away, And in order to actually get over the things that he said, you had to reenact a playful expression by saying, "Evil shall plague us no more!"
It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
Yeah. Now you can finally move on.
Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all.
Yeah. Ain't that the thing?
Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere.
Were they really there as mercenaries, or as themselves?
My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different?
It usually takes those who have done so many messed up things to try to make a better example for everybody else.
Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us.
Yeah. Now you don't have to carry on with him. You should never question your true feelings, though.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
Because it takes the loss of something to move on from something else.
You're back! Are all of you alright?
Yes! No! Maybe. Don't know.
Ah, there she is!
Yes! 3 seconds later.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict.
Nobody's guilty except for the people we fought, and everybody else is off the hook except for the people we fought, and Dia's father died, so all is well.
Huh? Dia, you're looking quite down again.
Because the person who she hated just passed away.
Paimon will explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I
don't know how to explain anything anymore.
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
Yeah, at least you still have your dad. But then again, why should I be jealous?
Dia, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go right back to reality.
My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life?
Sometimes the old life catches up with you.
However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs.
You just don't want to make any big changes.
It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora.
Huh.
Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
Does that mean Dia's actually gonna take a break after all this? It's always fun when everyone's together.
I can't thank you enough for taking
Are we done?
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Yes.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Here we are, and there you is.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? You can still talk?
Why would he come back here? Oh, wait, that was him? Oh, it is him. Now that I think about it. Huh. Why would he want to come back here if he didn't want to talk?
Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all to a fight? I just came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up to the Corps after this.
Also, my tongue hurts so badly!
Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence.
Oh God, my tongue! Somebody fix my tongue!
But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Why am I still talking?
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer.
So why are you here again?
I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions.
Oh, that's why. Also, you got that frickin'...
Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Also, fix your tongue.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
Now what?
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. Ugh, it kinda stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
Was that his old lunch?
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use.
Wait,
If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
You couldn't have books?
That probably means this was really important to him.
Ah, and here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did.
I'm doing it for you! Actually, I'm doing it for me!
Who even leaves snacks in a box like this Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wool scarf, which, from the looks of it, probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip?
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
Why, because Junior's Eye is actually related to this?
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
Yes.
Huh? There's something in the bottle!
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. To Dia. It's a letter for me?
You don't need to read it out loud, but I feel like we're finally getting something from her father to her.
It's all right. I'll just read it out.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably the guy's fault.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
Wow!
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
Wow!
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day, and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you.
You were hating your father the whole entire time, and it wasn't even your father.
You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever.
So you actually wasn't her father, and her father and mother are still out there.
But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Now that I think about it, you're just too many problems for me to handle.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice.
What a Chad dad, says Patrick.
I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle.
At this rate, I'm gonna upchuck.
Anyway, Dia, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of the letter.
Finally bringing himself only in writing. Quite a lot of words for a small piece of paper.
In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child.
And Dia was talking about why he decided to have her, was going to care about her earlier. Yeah, well, that's the thing. He was never the one who wanted her. He just took pity on her in the desert and took her as his own child, making her think that it was her father, while holding on to the truth well into the grave.
I suppose. Or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
Yeah, well, now you're back to... Like, the whole process of what happened so far is because you hate your father. Well, it's not even your father. Now what?
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
Wait, what?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me.
So you're still gonna try to find your real parents.
I just have one wish. To tell them a story, that there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold, and that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
Okay.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky.
Yeah, well, this story has had twists and turns.
Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Except when you have to get into fights. That's kind of a different story. Now are we done? Yes! Yes! There we go, purple stuff. Now comes the fun part. Chiori or Xylonen? Here it comes! Let's go gambling! Ah! Should I go for Chiori? I'm gonna go for Chiori. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I try to go for a 5-star, whoever, character constellation, don't know. I just want something new. Please! Thank you. Purple. Okay. Yay or nay? That was a god punch! Oh, that's a god punch! Oh, that's a goddamn god punch! Goddamn god punch! Oh, that's a goddamn god punch right there! Alright! I got a goddamn frickin' consolation for Diori. That's it! I'm gonna frickin' end livestream. Nonetheless, thank you all for joining, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye!